Hello everyone, in this video we will be talking about comparison, addition, and subtraction of fractions. Let's start with comparison. Comparison of fractions has two cases. The first case is when I have two fractions that both have the same denominator, so the same number on the bottom. So let's say, for example, I have 2/9, and on the other side I have 5/9. When the two fractions have the same denominator, so the same number on the bottom, to find the bigger one, I am looking for the fraction with the bigger numerator. To put this simply, when the same number is on the bottom, I'm looking for the bigger number on top. So in this case, 5/9 is more than 2/9. Which makes sense if you think about it, because it's like saying that I have a pizza cut into 9 pieces, and this person has 2 of those pieces, whereas this person has 5 of those pieces. So who has more? The person who has 5 pieces. When the same number is on the top, so let's say that I have 3/5, and on the other side I have 3/10. The bigger fraction is the one that has the smaller denominator. So to put this simply, when the same numbers are on the top, to find the bigger fraction, I look for the one that has the smaller number on the bottom. So 3/5 is more than 3/10, which makes sense if you think about it, because what does this mean? That let's say that one person has 3/5 of a pizza and another person has 3/10 of a pizza. What does that mean? It means that this person cut his pizza into 5 pieces and has 3 of them, whereas this person cut his pizza into 10 pieces and has 3 of them. They have the same number of pieces, but this person has bigger pieces because he only cut his into 5, whereas this person cut them into 10. So this person's pieces are much larger than this person's pieces. So it makes sense that even though they have the same number of pieces, since this person has bigger pieces, 3/5 is more than 3/10. So that's comparison, basically. Let's move on to addition and subtraction, which basically have the same rules. We're only going to look at cases where the two fractions have the same denominator. Because for now, that's all the addition and subtraction that we can do. So let's say that I have 3/6 plus 4/6. In this case, what I do is, since the two fractions have the same denominator, I can add them, and I do this by adding only the numerators. I only add 3 and 4, which makes 7, and the denominator stays the same as the previous fractions. So my result would be 7/6. Now let's say that instead of adding them, well, we have to change them a little bit. Let's say that I didn't want to add them, and I wanted to subtract two fractions. Let's say I have 3/6, take away 2/6. In this case, I would do the same. I would subtract only the numerators, because the denominators are the same, so I can do the subtraction, and I would do that by subtracting only the numerators. So 3 take away 2 makes 1, and the denominator stays the same as the previous fractions, so 6. 3/6 take away 2/6 makes 1/6. And that's basically all there is to comparison, addition, and subtraction of fractions. See you on Monday.